Expertly inspected and ready for new drivers. Shop online now at MorristownCadillac.com.
Had it with your old phone? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us, on any plan. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all three on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
We are a family-owned business that provides customized apparel, uniforms, fanwear, banners, marketing material, and accessories for sports teams, businesses, and events. TeamOrders.net provides high-quality products, fastest turnaround times, great prices, and unmatched service to our customers large and small.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Your entry door is your guest's first impression before entering your home. Make it a lasting one with Maslin Door Company, Sussex County's source for the largest selection of iron doors in New Jersey. Visit us today for professional and personable service from design to installation. Choose from elegant and secure iron doors to grace your home or beautiful fiberglass doors in a wide variety of color and style. Call Maslin Door for a free in-home estimate or visit our showroom and tell them Hudson sent you.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in a wide open net. Too easy right there.
Molly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go.
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he break his record. Kenty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to look.
Lineups ahead tonight on more Sussex Sports.
And welcome to Vernon Township High School as Big State Sports presents high school boys basketball first round action, North 1, Group 2. And it's the number 4 seed Vernon Vikings who come in a record of 15-10. They went 8-2 in the NJAC Freedom Division, shared the title with Walker Valley under their veteran head coach Connor Healy as they take on the 13-12 Dumont Huskies out of the Big North American Division. They went 4-4 under their first-year head coach Matt Butler, but a longtime assistant and the son of Bergen County legend Greg Butler, who won state titles in baseball at Demorest and Don Bosco. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Cleary. Thanks for joining us here live on the Big State Sports Network as we will give you the weather brought to you by our friends at ICS. It's 50 degrees here in Vernon, and that is rare for February. We'll take it. Usually it's snowing up here in Vernon in February. That's brought to you by our friends at ICS. Keeping you cold when you're warm, warm when you're cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com for more information. And the beginning of this game, our opening tip, is brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Check out their great selection of vehicles for under $15,000 and their money-back guarantee. It's Open Road Mazda of Morristown and our special sponsors for today's game. It's Brian Thomas Basketball. We'll talk to Brian Thomas in a moment. Also want to thank Sound Motors for that first great vehicle for your son and daughter, the best pre-owned selection in the area. right there on Route 206 in Clover Lake. It's Sound Motors. Our friend Mike Curry supports everything Sussex County athletics. And we also want to thank Vernon Township Athletics Hall of Fame. We're going to have our dinner in November, and it's always a great thing. If you want to get more information, you're a Vernon alum, check out our Facebook page at Vernon Township Athletics Hall of Fame. And finally, we want to thank Dumont basketball. Coach Butler, really want to thank him, Matt Butler. When I approached him about being a sponsor, he didn't even think twice. He says it's a great exposure for the kids, so we want to appreciate and thank Matt Butler for getting this game on the air as well. So let's talk about Dumont. Out of Bergen County, first-year head coach. They lost a lot of great kids from graduation from last year's team, including they lost their head coach, Kenny Motoral, who's now back in his stomping grounds, North Bergen, where he teaches. He's an assistant there. But last year they beat Lenape Valley in the States before losing to Pascack Hills. They went 16-9 last year. They lost some great players, Dino and Nick Vasilakis, Jackson Angelos, and the great Fred Herbst, who scored 1,000 points. He's playing at Messiah. So rebuilding here, but Coach Butler did a great job, 13-12. As we said, they're coming off a tough loss to Tenafly, 65-39. And they lost to Westwood in the Bergen Invitational Tournament. But in that American division, they play Englewood, a very good team, Cliffside Park, which won last night, Richfield Park, Fort Lee, a good division. It's a really athletic team, but they're predicated on defense. This is what they do. Logan Garcia led their division in blocks with 3 a game. They have 2 great ball defenders in Milo Santos and Dizelle Trinidad. Defense is the name of the game for this team.
Yeah,
Brian, bring in Brian Thomas. Brian, first let us know what's new with BT Basketball.
Sounds good, Dan. Check out BrianThomasBasketball.com. We got things that go on all year round based out of Sparta, New Jersey. You can check us out on Facebook and on Instagram as well. Once again, BrianThomasBasketball.com. And Dan, you hit the nail on the head. This team begins and ends with defense, and that record is very deceiving if you just look at it at face value, because like you talked about, the competition that they play in their division is very stiff. So they are not going to be afraid of this Vernon team. They're not going to be afraid of any team that they play, and they're going to be ready. They're going to come out firing. They're an excited bunch, and I think it's going to be an incredibly exciting game for us to watch this evening.
Well, their starting lineup, and they have a great senior leader, 4-year member of the team, Nick Giangregorio, number 43, 9 points a game, 2 rebounds. And we talked to Coach Butler before the game. He was the guy that got them together in the summer. Hey, we want to be a good team this year, but let's not rest on our laurels. And you know a little bit about his dad.
I do. Rocco is one of my best friends. He went to Lenape Valley High School. We graduated the same year. We had a lot of battles on the court and became very close off the court, worked out in the offseason the whole 9 yards. So this is a treat for me to be able to watch his son. And it doesn't surprise me at all that Nick has that type of leadership, given who his father is. And you have to have that type of senior leadership, and that says a lot about Nick and about the team.
Rest of that starting line, Aiden Reed, the junior, number 13, a leading scorer, 11 points a game, 4 rebounds. And then you got 2 great defenders, but also could score. Milo Santos, who was a transfer from Bergen Catholic. Milo's number 3, 8.5 points a game, 2.6 rebounds, 2.6 steals, and 2.5 assists. Terrific guard. And a great ball defender also is Denzel Trinidad, a sophomore, number 5, 6 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 2.5 steals. So you got 2 guys can hawk the ball up top. Logan Garcia, we talked about him, number 1. We saw him in the warm-ups. He's got some good size, 10 rebounds a game, 7 points, 3 blocks per game. So he's in there making a difference. And they got Ryan Gilmartin, comes off the bench, number 12. He's one of their top 6 men. So this is a well-rounded team, young team. As we said, you lose a kid like Herbst, who was a terrific player for 4 years. These guys have done a great job to have a winning record and to get into the state tournament, and they're going to give Vernon all they want. But let's talk about the Vikings, 15-10, shared the division with NJAC Freedom with Wallkill Valley. It begins and starts with Alex Fessel. Fessel's numbers this year, 22.5 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 63 pointers, 1,600 career points. He's being announced right now. You know Alex since he could walk. We're going to talk about the national anthem. We'll finish our thoughts on the great Alex Fessel. All right, another great national anthem done by Allie Thomas. Allie plays for Vernon's girls basketball team. She did it before their game against Westwood. Westwood got the win on the road. So great job by Allie. But Alex Fessel, you know him, Brian, forever, number 11 in blue. For the people maybe watching Bergen County, give us the scouting report.
Well, Alex is a player that can literally do a little bit of everything. He can shoot the basketball. He's got the pull-up. He can finish at the rim. He can defend. He can pass. Like you said, Dan, this team begins and ends with Alex Fessel. He is the senior now leader, which is kind of crazy to say, but everybody else gets their energy from Alex. So he's the one that really Dumont is going to hone in on. They're going to key in on him, and it's Alex's job to make sure he's not only getting great shots, but getting great shots for his teammates as well, which he typically does.
Logan Garcia will take the jump. Michael Pecoraro, the second leading scorer for the Vikings, number 23, 9 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. The rest of the starting lineup for the Vikings, Dylan Haycoop, number 2, 5 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Dan Decker, the sophomore, promising big kid, 6'6". He scores 6.5 points a game, 4 rebounds. And then also starting out there, a kid that can shoot, number 21, Tyler Dubrinsky. He's had a very good sophomore year. And Tyler on the year, 6 points a game, 5 rebounds, but 34 threes.
And no surprise, Vernon starts out in a 2-3. And it looks like, Dan, that Dumont's going to come out. Well, they're not going to box him one, but they're looking to deny Fessel the ball, as you would imagine.
Well, Santos, the sophomore, and there's Pecoraro at the basket.
Something we always talk about, Dan. Yes, this team is based around Alex Fessel. If Alex scores 30, that's when they actually play worse. If he scores around 20 and other kids step up, that's their recipe for winning basketball games.
Santos, the Bergen Catholic transfer, terrific ball defender. Coach Butler really likes his guards. And from long distance, three-pointer has not been a big part of their game this year, according to the stats. I want to thank Coach Butler for sending those. You know he's the son of a coach when you get all those great stats.
That's right.
Pecoraro. Dubrinsky can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down on the run is Reed. Up and under, and that's going to be a charge taken by Fessel.
Nice job by Alex of sliding over and sacrificing his body early on in this game. And it looks like Dumont, Dan, is going to be a little bit of token pressure. They just want someone else to bring the ball up, which is fine because Haycoop typically brings the ball up anyway. And they are in a box and one after all on Alex Fessel,
which is picked up on that.
Which is not the first time that Vernon has seen this year, so they should be okay with it.
Dubrinsky back up top. Santos will be chasing him. Good
Very
look
nice.
inside. Pecoraro to Decker.
And every time, a quick timeout by Dumont already. They want to talk this over. Every time that Vernon has seen a box and one, the reason that they've done well against it is that they've moved the ball. If they haven't done well, they've tried to force things. But as you see on this possession here, they're moving the basketball. They're not trying to force it to Fessel. That back line is always what's going to be open, and we've seen that on these first 2 possessions so far today.
Vernon made a great run last year in the state tournament. They knocked off, I think they were 4th seed last year.
Correct.
They knocked off High Point, Pequannock, and a great game at Glen Rock. In overtime,
Yes.
They won that game, and they lost in the final to a very good Ramsey team who seems like they win this section every year. Coach Christensen does a great job there. They lost to Ramsey 42-38. Alex had 20 in that loss. But they graduated Ben Jurowitz, a terrific athlete, 4-year starter, presence in the middle, and Demir Morf-Chess blossomed into a terrific player last year as a senior.
Oh, yes.
So, losing those 2 guys, that hurts. But these young guys, they get, they're not young anymore. This is the end of the year. So Dubrinsky and Decker, and Pecoraro was a big part of their wins last year as well as Haycoop. So they're no longer youngsters anymore.
Right.
They're veterans.
Correct. And the one thing they lost was obviously a lot of size from those 2 guys last year. But they've made up for it in 3-point shooting and some scrappiness as well.
They dump it out, take the 3, can't get it to go. Tapping for the board, Fessel will get it. Haycoop will bring it up. Vernon played an unbelievable schedule this year. Playing Chatham, playing state-ranked Ridge, coming up short. We lost to Chatham on a buzzer beater.
Yes.
Excuse me, played Mendham twice, a terrific program. And they lost to Hackettstown in the HWS after beating them by 20 the two nights previous.
So during that last time out, Dumont decided to abandon the box and one early and go straight man-to-man. Vernon did a great job of carving it up.
6-0 lead for the Vikings. And what bodes well for them, 3 different guys.
Correct. Always the recipe. They have to have at least 2 other guys in double figures typically for them to beat a good, strong, solid team.
Vernon off to a good, quick start. See if Dumont can answer. Santos with a nice little runner, and it goes.
Excellent move by Santos. Good body control.
Decker goes down to the floor. And
nice job throwing it off the leg of Garcia.
Coach Butler on the floor.
Yes, he is.
He's fiery. Love it.
Player number 6.
I love it. It was first time meeting him in person. We had contacted electronically, and what a great guy. He said he's living in town. They're stuck with him whether they like it or not. Fessel can't get to go. Put back.
Nice job.
Got 4.
Nice job following his own miss quickly, but here comes Dumont.
Santos for 3, can't get to go. So Dumont coming out a little cold. The winner of this game will get the winner of Pascack Hills, the 5 seed, and number 12, Lodi. And Pascack Hills has a kid that can shoot lights out, Jake Polsky. And Pascack Hills for years with Coach Kirby ran this section. Haycoop.
Beautiful shot by Haycoop and another timeout by Dumont. Again, balanced Vernon attack. This time Dylan Haycoop attacking the basket with a little floater in the lane. Good start for Vernon.
Yeah, when you have 4 different guys scoring.
Yeah.
You know, Decker scored, Pecoraro, Fessel, Haycoop, and Dobrinsky is a great outside shooter. So I don't think Coach Connor Healy could think of a better way to start this game.
Correct. And Dumont's going to come back. We don't anticipate this game's going to be a blowout one way or another. So Dumont's going to adjust. They've gotten some good looks that they've just missed, and they're going to have to figure out a way to find the soft spots on this 2-3 zone of the Vernon Vikings that they've really been playing since like the second week of the season. They started out man-to-man early on, and they've gone to that 2-3 with a lot of real success, and a lot of that is because Haycoop and Fessel up top are very active. They're very long. They get in the passing lanes extremely well.
They have a common opponent in Ramsey, and Dumont was able to beat Ramsey 48-45. Reed had a big game with 14, and Gian Gregorio had 11. Vernon played Ramsey and lost that game. So that's a common opponent. Long distance 3, short. And again, 1 and done right now for Dumont.
Yeah, nice job by Vernon of boxing out, finding bodies first, not just going after the basketball.
Nate Cooper bring it up. Gian Gregorio on him. Fessel, great look. And Coach Healy probably wanted Dobrinsky to take that shot there. Fessel, and he draws the foul. That would be on the Big North American Division's top shot blocker, Logan Garcia.
And that's sometimes to pick your poison with a shot blocker, right? Especially if you get them out to the three-point line, is that they're always trying to block shots. And look, sometimes you get armed, sometimes you get the ball.
So Fessel will shoot 2. Second foul on Dumont. Picking up the foul is Garcia. So Fessel will shoot 3. Looking for point number 7 of this first quarter. But he did last year in the HWS Championship against Hunter and Central. He's a legendary. Decker with the offensive board, blocked by Garcia.
Great patience there by Garcia. Decker put through a shot fake. Garcia didn't buy it and got the shot block.
Inside.
Nice pass.
And powering up strong, and Garcia gets the bucket.
Nice job, Santos attacking the basket. Little bounce pass to his teammate.
So Coach Butler has used 2 timeouts here in the first quarter. Good hands. Ryan Gilmartin has checked in, their 6th man. Coach Butler had a lot of good things to say about him. He's on Dobrinsky. Fessel. Little floater. He's got 8.
Tough shot with Garcia coming over to help, getting it right up over the outstretched arms.
Vernon with the early 10-point lead. But one of the MOs about Vernon this year is building up big leads.
Right.
And then making it very helter-skelter and sweaty at the end.
That's true.
Good closeout. That left the shooter alone. Can't make it go. Good rebound by Hiku.
Like you said, good job of Vernon of only limiting Dumont to one shot so far.
One and done. Fessel, Pecoraro. Again, you made a great point. Vernon's seen so many junk defenses, they know how to run it. Great look by Fessel. They get it to Haycoop, wide open 3, can't get it to go. Rebound comes right back out to Pecoraro, and he knocks it down.
That's a great offensive possession by Vernon because everything you saw prior to that shot was a design play. It just takes a while for it to develop, and then they got what they wanted, and an offensive rebound.
And now a steal. Pecoraro up strong, and the basket, no, it's a charge. And taking the charge is Santos.
You gotta love it, both teams sacrificing their body in this first quarter. That shows you how much this game means to both teams.
Foul be first on the Vikings, first on Michael Pecoraro. Checking in for Dumont, number 22, Christian Guarino. Guarino 5 points a game. He had 23 in a win over Fort Lee. Haycoop with the steal. Fessel directs traffic, and it's another charge. Wait.
I think they're going to talk about it because I think what the other official had was that he was probably setting up right underneath the basket, which is what it looked like from our angle, but they're going to discuss it and figure it out.
So the toughest call in basketball, charge or a block.
So you know what they think they just did, Dan? I don't think the officials could agree.
No, they couldn't.
So I think they just called a jump ball.
Yes, they did.
That's exact. Yep, the arrow just changed.
Yep, jump ball. Great look back door. Fessel can't get it to go. Put back by Haycoop, piece of that by Garcia.
Now, Dan, this is not actually a surprise. Dumont is very well known for taking charges, and I know that Vernon this week worked on a lot of 2-foot jump stop body control finishes. So you could see Dumont on almost every play trying to sneak in there and take a charge.
Coach Butler played football and basketball at Nutley. Actually went to college with Connor Healy at William Patterson. A long 3 and knocking it down, a much needed bucket. It's Gil Martin.
Coming off the bench, giving good minutes.
Back to a 10-point game with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Dabrowski unloads, knocks it down. All five Vernon Vikings have scored.
That's right. If Dabrowski's hitting that shot from 3, Vernon becomes infinitely more dangerous because then you can't help off of him when Fessel attacks the lane.
Active in the 2-3 zone.
Good movement.
They'll launch a 3, can't get it to go. Prince Munoz has checked in number 25.
But Dumont's getting better shots the last 3 or 4 possessions than they were early on in the first quarter.
They're getting open looks, just haven't knocked it down. Munoz now picking up Fessel in the box, in the man-to-man, I should say. So Santos on the bench. 10 seconds to go. Fessel for 3, and he draws another foul on a 3-pointer.
And that's part of this is that, you know, when you play against a guy like Alex, you want to be as close to him as possible. If you notice, there's no help defense, whoever's guarding him. The problem is sometimes you're so tight that when that shot goes, especially the 3-point shot, when they let it fly, well, your momentum has already taken you into his body, and next thing you know, this is the second time he's been on the line for 3.
Gil Martin picks up the foul, his first, team's 3rd. 1,600 points this year. Vernon's all-time leading scorer.
Leading 3-point shooter as well.
Yes, he's got no weakness.
As he misses a foul shot.
As he misses the second free throw. Come on.
You said it, not me,
Come
Dan.
on, Fessel. Making us look bad. And a foul on the rebound.
I think they got Alex going over the line. He was anxious to get the rebound after missing 3.
All right, plenty of time for Dumont to get a shot off here in the final seconds.
Vernon going to step up their defense smart.
And getting a hand on it. Good if it goes. And it doesn't. And a very good first quarter for the Vernon Vikings. The number 4 seed with a 20-7 lead over number 13 Dumont. We'll take a break. We'll be back here live on the Big State Sports Network right after this.
Trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
Einhorn Barbarito, Frost Botwinick, Nunn & Musmano is a full-service law firm guiding you through divorce, estate planning, personal injury, criminal defense, and other life-changing events. To learn more, visit us at einhornlawyers.com. Einhorn Barbarito, with you every step of the way.
Open Road Mazda of Morristown is your go-to for reliable and affordable vehicles. We offer a wide range of options to match your style and needs. First-time buyers, discover the joy of buying with confidence with our 5-day money-back guarantee. Your journey begins here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown.
And welcome back to Vernon Township High School, live on the Big State Sports Network. First round action, North 1, Group 2. And the first quarter was all number 4, Vernon, 27 lead over Dumont, the 13th seed. Dan Cleary along with Brian Thomas. We want to thank Brian Thomas Basketball, Sound Motors, Route 206 in Branchville for that great first used car. No better place to go check out Mike Curry's great selection. We also want to thank the Vernon Township Athletics Hall of Fame. Check out their Facebook page for information about the dinner in November. And the Dumont basketball team. We want to thank Coach Butler for sponsoring today's game. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on the offensive. That would be on the Vikings. Brian, before we get into the second quarter here, your thoughts? Well, actually, what's new with BT Basketball?
Yeah, check out BrianThomasBasketball.com. We just released all of our summer information, camps, summer leagues, summer teams, everything. Check it out at BrianThomasBasketball.com.
Hayco picked up the foul, his first, team's first. Foul line jumper, no good. And again, Vernon getting the job done on the boards. Vernon's going to have numbers if they want. Fessel gets over to Dobrinsky, pull up with the 3, can't get it to go.
Good shot, though.
Santos gives it up. No good.
And again, Dan, limiting Dumont to one shot has been huge for them so far. The one thing we talked about even off camera before the game is, wow, Dumont, when they walked in, you watch warm-ups, they're significantly bigger. But so far, the rebounds have been actually in Vernon's favor.
And they're playing the zone.
Yeah.
Great look inside to Decker. He's got 4.
Beautiful pass, vision, and great quick finish, not allowing the shot blocker Garcia
Can't think.
to find him. Yeah.
Because the second you think it's coming back at you.
It's over. Dumont doing a better job of moving the ball, and Nick can hit that shot.
Long distance, rebound pulled down by Dobrinsky. Fessel immediately looks to push. Pecoraro, skip pass. Haycoop left alone. Now Dobrinsky gets the feet set, and he knocks it down. He's got 6.
Dan, that's a huge key for Dobrinsky right there. Instead of, look, he just missed a 3 on the previous possession, and he caught it. He didn't think about it, just let it fly. Don't let a previous miss, allow the next possession to be all kinds of messed up.
Vernon coming off a win over West Milford the other day, 60-59. And Santos looks to answer, and he does. That's a needed bucket for the Huskies.
Huge bucket right there for Dumont. Dumont's got to lock in a little bit more defensively. And this is what happens a lot of the times. You focus so much on Fessel that you kind of turn your head and you're staring at the ball. You forget your guy cutting back door or a wide open 3.
Dobrinsky, good look inside. Decker gives it up. Terrific ball movement here by the Vikings.
Good cut.
Great look. Fessel dives to the basket. Taps it in.
I think he's just padding his stats a little bit because that's the second time he missed one right at the rim and tapped it right back in before even coming back down. But to your point, Dan, that was beautiful. The ball movement here. You had, I think, everybody touch it except for maybe, even Decker gets a touch. He kicks it back out. You move it, you swing it. Alex, boom, good hard cut as Dumont turns her head and watches the ball one more time. Alex finishes off of his own rebound.
He's got 10 of the 27 points. Dobrinsky's got 6. Mikey Pecoraro's got 5. And Dan Decker 4, and a big 4.
And that's the balance that we were talking about. When they play like that, they're significant. Like if you just said, wow, Fessel's going crazy, he's got 21 points already, and then everyone else has 1, 2, or 3 points, that the 17-point lead is not a 17-point lead right now.
No, you're exactly right. Again, I want to thank Bill Foley, the outstanding athletic director, for his hospitality, as well as Principal Lindsey Young, Vice Principal Steve Down, sitting over there with his brother. Joe Downer just replaced him as the head football coach here in Vernon. And Assistant Vice Principal Nick Demzak. I want to thank him for being here. And Superintendent Russ Rogers. Always great to see them here. And Board President Joe Sweeney, 1,000-point scorer at Pope John, lives in Vernon.
There you go.
I don't know if he would have went to Vernon. He was going to Catholic school no matter what, but Vernon wasn't open yet. All right. After the timeout, Vernon with a 27-10 lead. That zone defense, Brian, is giving them trouble.
No question, but that's what they got to do. Look into that high post. Nice pass.
Fessel with the block. Stays here. And another block. Rebound loose. Who's going to get it? Good job by the Huskies. Long 3. Can't get it to go. And a rebound pulled down by Chris Jamie, who was checked in. Ryan and Jamie, that's his older brother.
There you go.
I've been doing this too long. Ryan, 3.5 points a game. He can stroke it. He's got 19 threes, looking for 20. Can't get it to go. Reed. And the foul.
Good athletic move by Reed right there, attacking that basket. Gets himself on the foul line. That's one of the only possessions so far they've had something a little bit easy. Everything else they've had to work so hard for against that 2-3 zone.
Picking up the foul is Pecoraro, his team second. Reed will go to the line and hit the first. Gilmartin will check back in. He had a big 3 earlier.
So Dan, what you talked about earlier is so interesting. Vernon has had a lot of big leads this year, and there have been a few times where they've let teams back in. So the question is, have they become a little bit more emotionally mature and learned from those? And we're going to find out, because Dumont is going absolutely nowhere. This game is a ton of time left, 2.5 quarters. So let's see how Vernon has learned from those mistakes in the past as Dumont now comes with what looks like a 1-2-2 trapping press. Smart.
Bring it back out, get it to Fessel. Well, you hope for Vernon's sake they did learn the lesson, because if you don't, you go home.
And Dumont's counting on the fact that they haven't.
Exactly right. Vernon's got to get a little bit better spacing. There you go. Good defense by the Huskies. Vernon made that run last year, and then that was only when they beat High Point last year, still by Gilmartin. That was only their 3rd state tournament win in program history. Haycoop with the steal, out to Dobrinsky, and he lays it in. He's got 8.
Great job by Haycoop. Haycoop's a bit of the Swiss Army knife for this team, Dan. You know, he does what is necessary when it's necessary and when it's called upon. Whether it's a steal like you saw, the right pass, an offensive rebound.
Prior to last year, Vernon won more state games last year than they did in program history.
That's amazing.
They beat Lyndhurst in 79. Vernon's had good teams.
Yeah.
Lyndhurst in 79. Excuse me, Harrison in 1979. And then West New York, and then the win over High Point, then the win over Pequannock, and then the win over Glen Rock.
This is clearly a point of contention for Coach Healy, is that we have to rebound because they have everybody attacking the glass, more so than I've seen even all year.
Fessel, Santos on him. Off the switch, Reed, little mismatch. Looks inside. Great flash into the paint. And getting the falls of Jamian.
It's good basketball there. Fessel could have forced the three or could have forced it to Decker, but the weak side help was there. So swung it around and got a nice shot.
It's the cliche, but it's true. The great ones make everyone around them better, and
Correct.
that's what Alex Fessel does. 31-12 for the Vikings. They couldn't have drawn up a better start.
No.
Reed, foul line jumper, can't get it to go, and Dobrinsky with the board.
But that's the area that they have to look towards. You can see that that's kind of always the weak spot, typically in a 2-3 zone. So that's a shot that they got to take.
Decker's got 4, kicks it out to a Jamie, and he's feeling it. Can't get it to go. Great rebound by Haycoop. Tries to give it up. Jamie will track it down. Vernon will reset.
Good patience, no rush.
Under 2 to go here in the first half. A dominating first half thus far by the Vikings. Bodies flying around. Fessel, good ball movement again. And Jamian, that's his shot, can't get it to go. That's a good shot for him.
Absolutely.
Long 3, no good.
But again, that's a shot that Dumont is okay with because he's hit those all year long.
Checking in, then checking right back out. Eric Jewett, the senior, number 15. So Vernon will inbound with 1:30 to go. And we saw them do the pressure just once.
Right, correct.
High screen from Decker. Fessel. Dobrinsky can't get it to go. Decker got a piece of that. Here comes Gil Martin. Garcia gives it up. And it's Jamie with the steal. Haycoop, little move. Can't get it to go. Battle for the board.
Great job by Haycoop, even though he didn't come down with it.
Bounces right to Santos under a minute to go for Dumont. Catch and shoot 3. Can't get it to go. Again, 1 and done. And Coach Healy telling Fessel, put the brakes on. His assistant coaches, Steve Myron, was on a great team in 2007 and won a county title. Cody Hilbert, 1,000-point scorer at Wallkill. And former Vernon player Kevin Everfelge on the staff.
That's right.
Kevin played for Matt Ferguson. And Kenvy Destani's going to check in.
Dumont's got to be a little frustrated, of course, offensively. They feel like they're getting looks that they typically would get. I know Vernon's playing a great game defensively, but anytime you're missing a lot of shots, you're normally hitting those. So they just got to stay at it and keep at it.
Garino and Munoz check in for Dumont. 20 seconds to go. Jamie almost got to it. His older brother was a terrific player for Matt Ferguson back in 2017. 6 seconds to go. Santos short. And Fessel underhanded. Unbelievable.
Why not?
Why not is right. All right, 1/2 of the books here. First round action, North 1 Group 2. It's all number 2 Vernon with a 31-12 lead over number 13 Dumont. We'll take a break. We'll be back here live on the Big State Sports Network.
Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature. That is good. Who installed the system? ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
George J. Keller and Sons wants your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great decks and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and decks, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
David A. Santini, CPA, LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Mike Rossi of Weikert Realty has extensive knowledge of the North Jersey real estate market and guides you through the different steps and directions along the way. Reach out to him for a free consultation at myrossiteam.com.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BigStateSports for an extra discount.
David A. Santini, CPA, LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Had it with your old phone? Ready to be done with it? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any phone, any condition for the new iPhone. Get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us, on any plan. Now with Genmoji. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all 3 on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
This game is brought to you by Aaron Mizzarelli of State Farm in Randolph. My licensed and experienced team members are here to serve you for all of your insurance and financial service needs in New Jersey and New York. We offer excellent customer service, and our office is conveniently located in Randolph, New Jersey. For a free auto, home, life, or business quote, visit us at aaronmizzarelli.com or call us at 973-389-9999.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
We specialize in roofing and siding. That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for a precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
Have you or someone you love been seriously injured? The personal injury lawyers of Einhorn, Barbarito, Frost, Botwinick, Nunn, and Musmano can help you seek compensation to ease the road of recovery ahead. To learn more, visit us at einhornlawyers.com. Einhorn Barbarito, with you every step of the way.
Open Road Cadillac has new vehicles in stock, perfect for any family. Browse our used vehicle inventory, expertly inspected and ready for new drivers. Shop online now at morristowncadillac.com.
Had it with your old phone? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us, on any plan. And get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all three on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
We are a family-owned business that provides customized apparel, uniforms, fanwear, banners, marketing material, and accessories for sports teams, businesses, and events. TeamOrders.net provides high-quality products, fastest turnaround times, great prices, and unmatched service to our customers large and small.
And welcome back to Vernon Township High School here on the Big State Sports Network, live. North 1 Group 2 first round action, and a big first half for the Vernon Vikings, the 4 seed with a 31-12 lead over number 14 Dumont. As Vernon had a great first half, as they led a very balanced first half. I mean, Alex Fessel does what Alex does. He had 10, but Tyler Dobrinsky had 8, and also getting into scoring, Michael Pecoraro, he had 5. Dylan Haycoop had 2. And Ryan and Jamie had 2, so they were very well balanced. Milo Santos led Dumont with 5. Maybe we want to thank Brian Thomas, our buddy, doing the game with me right now. Also want to thank the Vernon Hall of Fame. Sound Motors 206 in Culver Lake for that great first car for your son or daughter. Don't go any further. And Sound Motors, our man Mike Curry does a great job there. Also want to thank Dumont Basketball. Coach Butler, when we asked him, immediately said yes, this would be great exposure for the kids. We really appreciate it. So starting in the third quarter, that's a good start for Dumont. Gian Gregorio knocks it down. Brian, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, Dan, I'll tell you, that's exactly what Dumont needed to start this second half. And we talked about all those shots that Nick missed in the first half were all good shots because he could knock it down. And like a good shooter, he came out firing. But that first half, I think you nailed it. It was the balance offensively of the Vernon Vikings, and then defensively that zone took a little bit of time for Dumont to figure out, but they're off to a nice start here early on in this third quarter.
Garcia, the shot blocker, does what he does, gets the block, and that's where Dumont's going to have to do it on the defensive end.
No doubt. There's that high post we talked about.
Reed knocks it down. Good start.
They're going to have to get the ball to that high post, and then you attack from there. Now here comes some full court press. Vernon owned the boards in the first half. Fessel's going to draw the foul. But I like the energy that Dumont's coming out with here in this third quarter. Look, you're not going to roll over and die. It's a state game. If you lose, you're out. You're done. So you know you're going to come with a big burst of energy here in the first 3 to 4 minutes of the third, because this is the chance. Like, literally the game hangs in the balance. If it's a 19-point game at the half, this could go to 25, or it can get back down to a manageable 12 or 13.
Fessel will knock down the first. He's got 11. And knocks down those. He's got an even dozen. 33-17 our score.
And they got Garcia in that low block. They're looking to do a little high-low with Reed and Garcia if they can get it into that high post first.
Santos.
Nice.
Oh, there it is. And a good finish by Garcia.
Beautiful. We saw that same thing happen in the first half. If Santos can get through the top of that zone and attack.
Great look inside. Decker with 6.
And Fessel just returned the favor. Looks like the exact same play, right?
A much, much better start to this quarter for Dumont. Nice give inside.
Ready.
Reed drops it in.
Good interior passing by Dumont.
35-21, 14-point lead for the Vikings. They lit 31-12 at the break. Fessel off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down. Looking to push. Dumont, kick it out. Santos up and under, can't get it to go. Rebound, Fessel gets it.
They've got some numbers.
Haku looking for Decker inside, trying to feed the big man. Good defense, they collapsed on him. Garcia and Trinidad.
Back to looking at that high post again, because what happens is Decker has to come up and guard.
Trinidad sits about. Santos for 3, knocks it down. And a timeout call by Connor Healy from Vernon. Let's take a look at that, Brian.
Great response by Dumont coming out in this third quarter against that zone. They're being a little bit more patient. There's that high post. They move it, they attack, nothing here. A 3 with 2 hands in your face. That's a tough shot.
Again, they did have some decent looks in the first half.
Yeah.
Just couldn't knock them down. You knew it was a matter of time before they'd start getting going. And they've made this a 35-24 game as Connor Healy uses his first timeout. Here's a look at the Dumont huddle.
I mean, they had, 12 points in the first half, correct, Dan?
Yes.
31-12. They've got 12 points already in this third quarter.
Well, you know, Coach Butler's a fiery guy. I'm sure he got them going at halftime. And probably said, continue to do what you do. They haven't changed anything. They're just knocking down shots now.
Now we'll see what the response is from the Vernon Vikings.
And we talked about it. Vernon holding leads sometimes been precarious. And I know Dumont knows that.
And of course, they're going to continue. You already see them setting up for their full court press. Just trying to get them out of sorts a little bit so they're not as comfortable getting back into the half-court set. And maybe to wear their legs down a little bit. Look, they've only played 6 so far tonight.
Here comes that pressure Brian said was coming. Alex Fessel will bring it up. Trinidad on him. Coach Butler loves his ball defense. Fessel in trouble. He picked up his dribble and they get the 5 count.
The Dumont bench is fired up as they should be.
Coach Butler. Love it. Love that enthusiasm.
Well, this is what they've hung their hat on all season, right? It's that pressure defense. It's getting in the passing lanes. It's shutting down the passing lanes. And that's what they just did on that possession.
Soft jumper. Reed's feeling it now.
There's that high post, exactly. The soft spot of that 2-3 zone. If he can knock down that shot, it changes the complexion of the game completely.
Single digits. Great job by Dumont to start this quarter. And we're going to have an offensive foul on the Vikings.
Energy has completely changed here now. The Dumont fans excited into the game.
They've traveled up here. They did a nice job traveling to Dumont. So 35-26, we approach the midway point of the third quarter. A great third quarter for Dumont. 14 points already here in the quarter.
Cut it all the way down to 9 from 19 at the half.
Great ball fake. Santos with the take.
Wow.
Can't get the fall. Rebound pulled down, and we're going to have a foul, not a held ball.
That could not be closer to dropping, could it?
Oh, you should get 1 point. Foul will be on Dumont. Pick up the foul, Gian Gregorio, his team second. And we're right at the midway point of this third quarter.
Now we're going to go back to that 1-2-2, look to trap.
They get it to the middle to Pecoraro, swings it over to Decker. Fessel. Unselfish jumper from the baseline, Haycoop.
Good movement. Decker to Fessel to Haycoop for an open corner jumper.
Haycoop's got 4. Again, Dumont last year beat Lenape Valley in the first round. A nice finish there by Garcia before losing to Pascack Hills.
And a great pass by Trinidad, giving it to Garcia.
37-28. Vernon's only scored 6 points in this quarter. Fessel. Wow.
He just takes his time. The first one was kind of a fake crossover to test out what the defense would do, and then the second one, he really snapped it for a wide open pull-up jumper.
That's a nice luxury to have when your team's offensively struggling. Just go to your man, Fessel.
Exactly.
He's got 14. You hear Alex telling him, push him left. Nice move by Reed. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down, up, and the foul! Great job by Garcia working the offensive glass.
And Dumont starting to make their size advantage felt here. As we talked about in that first half, they got maybe only 1 or 2 offensive rebounds. But in this second half, they already have a few of them. And the ones that they do get, they're taking advantage like you see here with Garcia coming down with it and going up and finishing strong.
Munoz and Gil Martin check back in for Dumont. Looking to complete the three-point play, and he does. Logan Garcia. And all of a sudden, it's 39-31. What a quarter for Dumont.
A great response coming out of halftime.
100%. And we said they weren't going anywhere.
No.
Little mismatch there. Fessel finds it. Pecoraro. Great switch in here on their defense. Now Fessel puts on the brakes, left alone in the wing for 3. In and out. Haycoop with the putback.
Everybody thought, because what happened was Garcia had his man boxed out so well that everybody else on Dumont assumed he was going to get it, but the ball bounced the wrong way. And Haycoop came in, swooped it in, and knocked it down.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Vikings. Reed has done a nice job in the middle of that zone. A 3, and it's good. Knocking it down is Munoz.
Dumont's had some really nice bench play, filling up the box score.
7-point game. With 1:20 to go here in the quarter. Fessel looks to answer short. Munoz with the rebound. Fessel goes for the steal. Can't get it. And now he does. Haycoop back to Fessel. And Garcia tries to get it, but Fessel lays it in. He's got 16.
Fessel took a quick peek back just to see where he was and got it off just a little bit quicker. But man, Garcia can close out quick.
He certainly can. Great ball movement here.
There's that high-low.
And unselfish Garcia to Reed.
Clearly that's what they spoke about at halftime and we talked about in the first half. You got to utilize that high-low, especially with the size of those two guys.
It's a ball game, folks. 43-36, and it's all because of Dumont. And their defense. Decker. Dangerous pass, and it was. Here comes Garcia. And he lays it home. Great job by him. With 20 seconds to go. 43-38. Decker looks to answer, and he draws the foul.
Great job by Dumont of pushing the pace on that turnover, but they forgot to get all the way back on defense right away. It's a great finish here by Garcia. Vernon gets the ball out of the hoop quickly. Realized Garcia was all the way back towards the basket.
No rim protector.
And then boom, they get it to Daniel Decker with a great shot fake.
When your rim protector's on the other end of the floor, you got to take advantage of it, and Decker does.
That feels like a pretty big basket three-point play there by Vernon. If they can get a stop, they're going to feel okay about it, but Dumont's going to feel great either way.
Yeah, they're back in it. This is the game.
Yeah.
46-38. 9 seconds to go. Gilmartin left all alone. Rattles in and out.
In and
Rebound,
out is right.
Haku.
Oh, man.
Good if it goes. Just wide. So an outstanding third quarter comes to an end for Dumont, but they find themselves trailing Vernon, the number 4 seed, 46-38. We'll take a break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this, live on the Big State Sports Network.
Routine. Working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me. For them. For our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Your entry door is your guest's first impression before entering your home. Make it a lasting one with Maslin Door Company, Sussex County's source for the largest selection of iron doors in New Jersey. Visit us today for professional and personable service from design to installation. Choose from elegant and secure iron doors to grace your home or beautiful fiberglass doors in a wide variety of color and style. Call Maslin Door for a free in-home estimate or visit our showroom and tell them Hudson sent you.
And welcome back to Vernon Township High School. First round action, North 1 Group 2. Number 4, Vernon with a 46-38 lead over number 13, Dumont, but 31-12 at halftime and a 26-15 quarter for the Huskies to make this a ball game. Dan Cleary along with Brian Thomas. I want to thank Brian Thomas Basketball. I want to thank the Dumont basketball team, Coach Butler, the Vernon Township Athletics Hall of Fame, and Sound Motors in Culver Lake. BT, what's new with BT Basketball? And then give us your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, check out BrianThomasBasketball.com. We are based out of Sparta. We do things all year round, camps, clinics, leagues, teams, you name it. Facebook, Instagram, check out BrianThomasBasketball.com. And really, that was just a gut check for Dumont in that third quarter. And we talked about in the first half, we didn't expect to blow out one way or another. So that response, I don't think surprises you. It definitely doesn't surprise me.
Gilmore with the steal.
Now we got a ball game.
Reed draws the foul. Reed had 8 points in that run in the third quarter. He was tremendous. Unselfish interior passing.
Correct, and that's where the game really changed, is that they had Reed in the first half at the same spot, but they weren't really utilizing him as much, and he wasn't being as aggressive as I think Coach wanted him to be. But he knocked down a couple free throw line jumpers, and then what happens is the defense has to come guard him, which opens up Garcia underneath for that high-low, and utilizing that length is pretty killer.
So Reed continuing his big second half for Dumont, 46-39. He can get this to a two-possession game if he knocks this down. Can't get it to go. Jamie with the rebound. He gave them good minutes in the first half.
Correct, and Vernon's got to get back to the ball movement that they had in that first half where they built that 19-point lead.
Jamie picks up his dribble, gets it back out to Pecoraro. Fessel. And he'll be fouled.
But you can see the aggressive, energetic defense on the ball handler, whoever's handling the ball, and in the passing lanes for Dumont.
Dumont coach Matt Butler pleading his case that Fessel hooked him.
Which he did, but I think what the rest were saying was the foul occurred before that.
Right. So Reed is on Fessel now. Interesting. But Jamie, another big basket for him.
Huge basket. Tough shot, too.
48-39. Ryan and Jamie, a lot of energy off the bench.
And smart. Now they have, if you notice, Vernon, they're actually, they're guarding that high post much higher now instead of just letting him catch it, which is the adjustment you needed to make.
Munoz, he hit a three earlier in the game. Good look. And a three there, and it's good.
Wow.
Off balance, knocking it down, Garino.
Yeah, his feet were barely even set before he let that one fly. Dumont keeps on coming.
48-42. Haycoop skips it over. Get it into Decker. They're bunched up, and there's a foul. That's a tough one on Dumont. Vernon was kind of helter-skelter. Foul on the floor. Santos will check back in for Dumont. Munoz will head off.
And of course, Dan, we'll have, now that it's the fourth quarter, we'll have to keep an eye on these team fouls. It's only 2-1 right now, but that could certainly play a factor down the road.
Without a doubt. And there's an defensive foul. Decker sold that, and he got it.
He sure did.
There's a mismatch. Santos was into his chest. Third foul. Second foul on Santos. No one in foul trouble yet.
Always watch for Fessel coming back when he takes the ball out of bounds underneath his own basket. Back to the corner.
Decker just gets whacked with an elbow in the mouth from Garcia. And he's bleeding. Fessel with the basket. Fessel with 18. Is Decker bleeding?
He could be. Vernon now is back into a man-to-man for the first time in months.
Decker, great box out.
Dumont shot the ball so well in that third quarter, it forced Vernon to go back to a man-to-man defense.
He might have a little bit of a fat lip.
Here comes a high pick and roll.
Garcia comes out aggressive. Fessel gets rid of it. Jamian back to Fessel. We have 5.5 to go. And there's a foul on Gilmartin. Alex does that to people.
Yep.
Four fouls now on Dumont. Picking up the foul, Gilmartin, his second. So one more foul, Vernon goes to the line. They get it into Decker. Overplay, Pecoraro gets it to Jamie, back to Pecoraro. Good hands there by Garcia. Here comes Dumont. Reed leads the charge, and he will draw the foul.
Dumont continuing to attack that basket, which has been such a key for their comeback here in the second half. And they've gotten to the free throw line a little bit more as well.
And that's 3 on Pecoraro, second on the Vikings. Reed's played outstanding here in the second half.
He sure has. Defensively, tipping basketballs, getting in the lane, playing great defense.
Him and Garcia have been a force down low.
And offensively, free throw line jump shots, getting to the free throw line himself and dropping it off to Garcia.
Knocks down both.
Here comes that pressure once again.
6-point game with 5:15 to go. Vernon had a 31-12 lead at the break, but Dumont has played outstanding here in the second half.
Question is, who else is going to step up and score for Vernon? Because you can't just put everything on Fessel all the time.
Well, that's almost been what's happened a lot in their close losses.
Right.
Skips it over. Jamie and catch and shoot. Can't get the go. And that goes off Decker, but Decker got decent position there.
Garcia too athletic on that play.
Garcia clocked him with an elbow, and since then, Decker's really gotten a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
I think he got upset. I mean, it's a basketball play.
No
It
doubt,
happens.
no doubt.
Not saying Garcia was dirty, but it seems like Decker, since then, has got fired up.
It's the response you want to see, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you know what? Garcia is a player.
Yeah.
If he sees he's going to be soft, he's going to go at him. Wow. And a big 3 for Reed.
Reed has been incredible in this second half, doing everything.
3-point game, 50-47. And Connor Healy's going to call a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. With 4:18 to go, we'll take a break, folks. We'll be right back.
Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
All right, welcome back to Vernon High School, and it's become a great game. 50-47, Vernon with the lead. Dumont trailed double digits, trailed big, and showed the heart of a champion getting back in this one. And they've been led by their main, Aiden Reed, with 15 points in the second half to cut it to 3. Alex Fessel leads everyone with 18. And Jamian, short, gets his own miss. Spins, blocked, and he walked, I believe.
He certainly did. Great defense by Dumont. That entire possession there didn't fall for the shot fakes and caused that turnover.
Again, Dumont's got a win over Ramsey, the defending section champ. This is a good club.
Oh, yeah.
With a good schedule, 13-12. You said it, Brian. It's not indicative of how good this team could be.
We're seeing it right before our very eyes right now.
We certainly are.
Tough.
What a move by Nick.
Beautiful
1
spin
point
move.
game.
And a nice soft touch for the finish.
50-49 with 3:32 to go. Pecoraro for 3. Can't get it to go. Dumont on a run.
The entire momentum has changed.
Gilmartin, tough shot. Can't get it to go. And that'll be a foul on Garcia over the back. That's a good call.
I mean, right, tell me if I'm wrong, Dan, but the way it feels is that every time Dumont gets the basketball, they're going to score. And right now it feels like every time Vernon, they're taking a tough shot that's contested and not hitting anything. That's just the vibe you feel at the moment.
Is that 5 on him? No, it's 5 on the team. And it should be a shooting foul.
Yeah,
yes.
There you go.
All right, they got it right.
And this is important we talked about this a few minutes back. If someone gets into the bonus, which Vernon has now done, it's important for them to be able to just take a deep breath and maybe try to get some points with the clock stopped and not have to feel so rushed.
Foul will be the 3rd on Logan Garcia. Fessel hit the 1st. He's got 19. Well, they've been in a lot of close ones. Buzzer beater, the kid just punched it in the air. For Chatham, that was another. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did. With the left hand, no less.
The left hand.
And now Vernon comes with a full court press, little 1-2-2 of their own, trying to get Dumont a little more out of sorts. Broken pretty easily.
Yes, indeed. They skip it over to Gilmartin. Garcia was left alone for the moment. Great steal by Haycoop. Fessel, and he's going to pull it back out. Nothing there.
Smart play. And great save by Haycoop on the Fessel steal.
Yes, indeed. Fessel off the screen. Skips it over. Great ball movement here. Back to Fessel. And there's a foul on Garcia, his 4th. Alex to go to the line again.
Well, Garcia's doing his best because Alex was wide open for a split second. We talked about the closing speed of Garcia. He gets out there so fast, but like we saw in the first half in the left corner, sometimes a shot blocker just overcommits a little bit and the momentum carries him through, and Alex did the smart basketball play with a quick shot fake and trying to blow by.
They're putting on the scoreboard, that's his 1st foul.
Which is not the case.
No.
It's at least his 3rd.
Fessel hits the 1st one, he's got 21.
They have him at 4, Dan, now.
Yeah, now he's got 4. There you go. Coach Butler was hoping it was one.
Yeah, of course. I don't blame him.
What do you do now?
He's been
He's
great.
a senior, you keep him in?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
22 for Alex Fessel. 54-49.
With that pressure once again. It's a little more token pressure.
Got to watch out for a charge if you're Garcia. Reed from the corner, can't get the go. Garcia with the rebound, and he draws the foul.
And that's why you don't take him out at this point in the game. He's just too valuable. He's too big, too strong, too athletic, and plays with too much energy.
Pick up the foul. Pecoraro's got 4, so you got 2 guys out there playing with 4.
And now free throws become even more important for both teams.
Garcia back wins the first.
And Dumont's done a nice job of hitting the majority of their free throws this evening. But of course, you get to this point, under 2.5 minutes, and everything changes just a little bit.
Can't get the second, but Reed gets the rebound, back out. Santos, little floater blocked by Fessel. Hiku gets the rebound, body's flying. 2:15 to go. Fessel doubled up. Smartly calls the timeout.
Great job by Dumont of attacking Alex with a dribble there. And a double team, forcing a timeout.
Be a 30-second timeout.
And it could have been a turnover, so smart senior play there by Alex Fessel.
But I loved how Dumont came out aggressively and doubled him.
100%. Yeah, you see an opportunity anywhere around the half-court line, anywhere in any of the 4 corners, and you have to take it immediately, especially at this level. Like, you can't be waiting for your coach to yell trap. That's got to be instinctive, and that's what they did right there. They saw Alex, as good of a basketball ball handler as he is. He was in a tough spot right there, getting close to the corner, very close to the sideline. Take a chance. Maybe you dribble it off your foot. Maybe it's an errant pass, or maybe you force him into a timeout, which is what they just did.
All right, 30-second timeout called by the Vikings. 2:08 to go. They'll have to inbound right in front of the home fans. The parents, the students are behind the basket. Pecoraro with 4, Garcia with 4.
You'd like to try to kill some clock here if you're Vernon, but Dumont plays so aggressively that that's really difficult to do.
They get it into Fessel. Trinidad, terrific ball defender. He's going to pick up Fessel.
And Alex was counting along with the ref to make sure his count was accurate.
Fessel back over to Haycoop. They are going to spread it a little bit.
They are going to try. Let's see if Dumont is so active in those passing lanes.
Fessel swings it over. If you're Vernon, layups or fouls here.
100%.
Kick by Trinidad.
But you have to be careful and smart, again, because they're so active and they're so all the way up that you have to know exactly where you're passing it to, and the receiver has to make sure that they're getting open as well.
They'll get it into Fessel.
He's smart.
Fessel counted it out.
They're going to double Fessel, of course.
And we have a foul, and Haycoop will go to the line.
That's what they wanted. They went to double Alex in the backcourt. They're trying to get it out of his hands, put somebody else on the free throw line.
Gian Gregorio picks up his 4. So you got 2 guys out there for Dumont with 4. And Pecoraro with 4 for the Vikings. Haycoop hits the first, big free throw. He's had a quiet, solid game tonight.
He's had a great game. Again, the Swiss Army knife doing a little bit of everything. Like the save from the sideline right in front of us. That doesn't show up in the box score because Fessel technically got the steal, but that possession was saved because of Dylan Haycoop.
And he hits 2 big free throws to make it 56-49.
In the middle here is what is open against this type of press.
Santos.
And back into their 2-3, their bread and butter.
Oh, great look inside Trinidad to Garcia. Timeout called by Coach Butler.
And Dumont has done a nice job against that 2-3, as we see again right here. But once again, it gets it over half court, swings it, and then looks to attack that gap with the dribble. The help side's got to come up, and Garcia once again with the soft touch in the finish.
The winner will get the winner of number 5, Pascack Hills, and number 12, Lodi. Pascack Valley, the number 1 seed, playing Newton as we speak. Number 2, Glen Rock, playing number 15, Leonia. Number 3, Manchester, playing Elmwood Park. Number 6, Mawa, playing High Point. Number 7, Westwood, hosting Jefferson. Westwood's going to be a dangerous team as the number 7 seed.
Sure.
Always are. Coach Carson does a great job with that program. And, you know, Pascack Valley, Kevin Kirkby, a very good player for them. I believe it was his dad was the head coach of Pascack Hills for all those years, where they won several North 1 Group 2 or North 1 Group 1 section titles in hoops. So great game here tonight. Hey, if you're watching from down in Bergen County and Dumont, we are Big State Sports. We do come to Bergen County. We'd love to come to your games next spring, no matter what sport, football, in the fall, soccer, whatever sport it is, Big State Sports will come. So check it out. You can subscribe, find out what the games are on. If you want to find out more information, please go to our website. We'd love to come and do games at Dumont. So out of the inbounds, Fessel goes right to the line.
Excellent job using his body and drawing that contact, knowing he's going to go to the line.
Well, if Vernon hits free throws, they should come out of here with a victory.
That's a big should right now, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With 1:14 to go, the way Dumont continues to attack. What a great performance in the second half by Dumont.
Yep, led by Reed.
Obviously, they want to win this basketball game. It'll be a devastating loss because anytime you lose your last game, it's devastating. But, I mean, just what does this say about their entire culture, entire program? It says a lot.
Coach Butler, a longtime assistant to Coach Morale, did a great job with this program. On the putback, Decker! That's a big stick back for the young man.
Massive.
59-51, that is huge.
Absolutely.
Under a minute to go. And Jamie with the steal. And they're going to have to foul Fessel, and that's it for Garcia.
That's such a huge turnaround, Dan, because Fessel misses the second of those 2 free throws, and it's a 5-6 point game at that point, 7-point game, and now Dumont comes down to hit a 3. It's back down to 4, but instead Decker finishes. Now we get a steal down on the other end, and Fessel's back at the free throw line. It's a game changer.
It was 57-51 after he missed. Decker gets the board, sticks it back, and then Garcia fouls out.
What a great game Garcia played. So impressed with him.
Yes, indeed.
We talked, Dan, a lot about his defense in the first half, which was great, but in the second half, his offense made a huge difference.
And Reed played very well. Fessel with the free throw. Got 24. If you want to find out who our player of the game is, please go to our Big State Sports social media, brought to you by Climate Care. Should be 60-52 on the scoreboard. 60-51, excuse me.
Right.
We're missing some points here. And we'll have a foul. Score should, the home score, but the scoreboard here has 60.
Yeah, I think they're going to fix it right now.
They got to fix that.
Cody Hilbert over there talking to him.
Good job. That's what your assistant coach needs to do.
Correct.
Now it's 60-52 on the score, but it should be 51.
Yeah, now they got it right. I think they
JJ Valentin's got it, our producer. He's the man.
He's rock solid, man.
Come on. You over there. Do double duty, JJ. He hasn't missed a thing. I think someone just fouled out. Did they just start the clock on the foul out? No. Garcia's.
I'm not entirely sure what is being discussed right now.
They put 60 up.
Right. They got the score right.
And you get a minute for someone fouling out.
But nobody's been alerted that they've fouled out. Not that I can tell.
Well, Garcia did, but that was a while back.
Yeah. That was the possession beforehand.
And 37 seconds. 0.7, okay. All right, Decker will go to the line. He hits the first one. 61-51. Now a 10-point lead with 37 seconds to go.
And you feel like if you're Vernon, you can take a deep breath, but you better not take a deep breath.
No.
40 seconds left. Everything happens right here. Dumont's, they're going to keep coming.
They're going to have to shoot some threes here, but they'll try to draw a foul, maybe call a timeout here. And then they do. Gian Gregorio knocks it down, 62-53.
I think now you can safely say, Dan, comfortably say, if you're Vernon, you hit your free throws, you're going to walk out of here with a win.
Well, I comfortably said it before.
Yes, you did. With a minute 14, that was a gutsy call. Turns out you were correct, as always.
Well, a broken clock is right twice a day. So the timeout called, 25 seconds to go. What a comeback by Dumont.
So we've given a lot of credit to Dumont on this comeback, but you got to give some credit to Vernon here as well.
Hold on.
It never got, correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but I don't think it ever got below 6. And that, this game had completely turned. I talked about in the middle of the fourth quarter. It felt like every time Dumont was about to shoot, it was going to go in, and then every time Vernon, it felt like it was going to be a turnover or a missed shot. So I'm
they
incorrect.
Got 50-49.
Yeah, it was a 1-point game. My bad. It's been so chaotic here. This has been great, but this is a game that Vernon would have lost a month or two ago for sure. And we talked about emotional maturity. And they stabilized it, got a couple of big baskets, a couple big stops.
And you can see Dumont likes taking those charges, but not going to sell that one. Fessa will go to the line. Gil Martin picks up the foul, his third. And checking in for Dumont will be Eric Jewett, number 15, a senior. So Fessel with Danny Decker with the big putback and 2 big free throws too.
Yeah, that putback certainly felt like it pretty much sealed the game. Got it back up to an 8-point game.
It made it 59-51.
And then they get the stop immediately on the other side, and you felt like it was kind of over at that point.
All right, 63-53, Fessel with 25. And a big shot there.
With a hand in his face.
They're out of timeouts. 63-56, they foul. Gian Gregorio with a big 3.
From NBA range.
And that's on Gian Gregorio, number 43. And that's his 5th. So a great career comes to an end at Dumont, a great leader. Coach Butler loves that kid. He gives him a big hug. 4-year player, a leader, and a big reason why this Dumont team won 13 games this year.
And a great senior season as well. He's put in so much work over the years. His dad and family looking on with pride.
Fessel with 26 now.
It's always so tough watching seniors play their last game. And
yes.
Especially in that losing fashion, because look, there's very, very few teams that walk out with a win on their final game, so it's always so painful.
Violation. Alex unofficially with 26. So they'll see who wins the Pascagoula Hills Lodi game. No matter what, Vernon will be home here on Monday. Gil Martin can't get the go. 7 seconds to go. We'll see if Coach Butler says no fouls. He turns to his coaching staff and they say back off.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Dumont. Great season. Want to thank them for sponsoring. But Vernon went to the finals last year and they take another step towards it this year with a 64-56 victory over Dumont. They will advance to the next round of the North 1 Group 2 tournament, where they'll play the winner of Pascagoula Hills and Lodi. Brian Thomas, great job as always.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure.
And check your local listings if we're back here on Monday. We'll see if we can get that game on for you on Big State Sports. But a great job by our crew. Doubleheader here today. Jesse Londino on the camera, JJ Valentin working the board. I'm Dan Cleary. We'll see you again soon live on the Big State Sports Network. Picked up on that.
which is not the first time that Vernon has seen this year, so they should be okay with it.
Dubrinsky back up top. Santos will be chasing him. Good
Very
look
nice.
inside. Pecoraro to Decker. First time meeting him in person, we had contacted electronically, and what a great guy. He said he's living in town. They're stuck with him whether they like it or not. Fessel can't get to go. Put back. Pecoraro. Again, you made a great point. Vernon's seen so many junk defenses. They know how to run it. Great look by Fessel. They get it to Haycoop. Wide open three. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes right back out to Pecoraro, and he knocks it down.
That's a great offense. Everything you saw prior to that shot was a design play. It just takes a while for it to develop, and then they got what they wanted, and an offensive rebound.
And now a steal. Pecoraro up strong, and the basket, no! It's
Out even off camera before the game is, wow, Dumont, when they walked in, you watch warm-ups, they're significantly bigger. But so far, the rebounds have been actually in Vernon's favor.
And they're playing the zone.
Yeah.
Great look inside to Decker. He's got 4. Fessel immediately looks to push. Pecoraro, skip pass. Haycoop left alone. Now Dubrinsky gets the feet set, and he knocks it down. He's got 6.
Dan, that's a huge key for Dubrinsky right there. Your guy cutting back door or a wide open 3.
Dubrinsky, good look inside. Decker gives it up. Terrific ball movement here by the Vikings.
Good cut.
Great look. Fessel dives to the basket, taps it in.
I think he's just padding his stats a little.
High point last year, steal by Gil Martin. That was only the 3rd state tournament win in program history. Haycoop with the steal, out to Dubrinsky, and he lays it in. He's got 8.
Great job by
Dumont basketball. Coach Butler, when we asked him, immediately said, yes, this would be great exposure for the kids. We really appreciate it. So starting the 3rd quarter, that's a good start for Dumont and a good finish by Garcia.
Beautiful. We saw that same thing happen in the first half. If Santos can get through the top of that zone and attack.
Great look inside. Decker with 6.
Fessel just returned.
A much, much better start to this quarter for Dumont. Nice give inside. Reed drops it in.
Good. And back to looking at that high post again. Because what happens is Decker has to come up and guard.
It's about Santos for 3. Knocks it down. Vernon's only scored 6 points in this quarter. Fessel. Wow. Just go to your man, Fessel. He's got 14. You hear Alex telling him, push him left. Nice move by Reed. Can't get to go. Rebound pulled down. Up. And the foul. Great. Finds it. Pecoraro. Great switch in here on their defense. Now Fessel puts on the brakes. Left alone in the wing for 3. In and out. Haycoop with the putback.
Down.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Vikings. Reed has done a nice job in the middle of that zone. A 3, and it's good. Knocking it down is Munoz. Fessel goes for the steal. Can't get it. And now he does. Haycoop back to Fessel. And Garcia tries to get it, but Fessel lays it in. He's got 16.
Fessel a little bit quicker, but man, Garcia can close out quick.
He certainly can. Great ball movement here.
There's that high-low.
And unselfish Garcia to Reed. Dangerous pass, and it was. Here comes Garcia. And he lays it home. Great job by him. With 20 seconds to go. 43-38. Decker looks to answer, and he draws the foul.
Much higher now instead of just letting him catch it, which is the adjustment you needed to make.
Munoz, he hit a 3 earlier in the game. Good look. And a 3 there, and it's good.
Wow.
Off balance.
Out of bounds underneath his own basket. Back to the corner.
Decker just goes whacked with an elbow in the mouth from Garcia. And he's bleeding. Fessel with the basket. He's got fired up.
It's the response you want to see, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you know what? Garcia's a player. If he sees he's going to be soft, he's going to go at him. And a big 3 for Reed.
Right before our very eyes right now.
We certainly are. Great. What a move by Nick. Can't get the second, but Reed gets the rebound. Back out. Santos, little floater blocked by Fessel. Hiku gets the rebound.
Against this type of press.
Santos.
And back into their 2-3, their bread and butter.
Oh, great look inside Trinidad to Garcia. Timeout.